Hey guys, welcome to the patio. It is T, and I'm here. It's a 3-man show today. I got Father Fortenberry, Marty. We'll talk to them in a minute. But what we're going to talk about reparations a little bit. Apparently, there was an assassination attempt on the president. Is he a president? Yeah, Vladimir Putin of Russia. I guess no matter how you get there, you can call yourself a president. We're going to talk about Tucker Carlson. We're going to talk about all kind of stuff in the news. But first and foremost, how are you tonight, Father Fortenberry?
I am doing well. Looking forward to this little menage a trois amongst ourselves with all the other guys out.
I forget, but you're actually Bubba Fat Fortenberry.
Oh, Bubba Fat.
Not Father, but Bubba Fat Fortenberry this week. I forgot about that. Gary and DW are out roaming the world doing worldly things, but Marty Marr's in studio. The light's not going to blind him today. His future's so bright, he just got to wear shades. What's going on, Marty Marr?
Oh, I'm good today. Just hanging out.
He's just good today and hanging out.
That's right. That's what counts.
Well, look, we're going to transition over to the 3-man screen here, and we're going to hit it. We're going to hit it real hard, okay? So the other night we were talking a little bit about Lizzo and Hunter Biden and all this stuff. Well, an ex-NHL star, PK Subban, he was slammed for body shaming Lizzo live on air as he makes a crash joke about the size of her lunch. Now, theoretically, I'm pretty sure Fortenberry talked a lot worse about her than the size of her lunch. But I think it's endearing when you talk about someone with love backing it up. That's right. Normally taken differently when you.
So I want to know what he said. I mean,
let's see what he said.
Because I can imagine how bigger lunch. Well, I bet she has multiple lunches, like an early lunch, mid lunch, late lunch. She's like little dudes at Little Hobbits.
Well, he just referred to a lunch as a Lizzo-sized lunch.
It's a big lunch. It's like family style.
And they wanted to cancel him over it. What the hell? I say this way too often, but what is wrong with our world today?
I bet you if I went to KFC and asked for the Lizzo size, they'd give me the family pack. That'd be the 12-piece.
You could ask for the big T size. It's going to fit in that category as well. Yeah.
You need to start dressing like Lizzo, though. You can't play a flute like she can. I will give her credit. She can play a flute.
Yeah, I can't play a flute. No. I could probably wear a tutu like Lizzo, though, and probably look very similar, I would say. I would guess.
I think he's good.
It wouldn't be so bad.
She's built like a Danny DeVito off of Batman when he played the Penguin.
Yeah.
She's built just like him.
Love
you, Lizzo.
And he really does. Don't let him lie to you guys. But there was another shooting today where this is May the 3rd. We're doing a recording. This will be released on Cinco de Mayo Eve. Is that such a thing?
It is now.
It is now. We're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo Eve. We're not going to have tequila or anything like that.
Let's go to...
we're more bourbon drinkers.
I'm not going to say it online. I was going to say let's go buy the domain. I just didn't I?
Cinco de Mayo Eve? Yeah, I can probably buy it before this ever gets released. But, hey, first things first. If you've been listening to us, you like us, we just come off one of our best months, go hit the like button. I want you to back out if you're on YouTube. Give us a review. Just go say you guys suck in the comments. That's fine too, because Fortenberry will probably be the one responding to you.
I'll respond.
Yeah, I don't know what he does in his job, but he seems to have more time to respond to folks than
I'll give you a 10-point reference on why we don't suck.
Yeah. But in Atlanta, there was another gun incident today. 24-year-old served in the Coast Guard for 5 years, was attending a hospital appointment with his mother when he opened fire. He killed a 39-year-old woman and injured 4 other women. He hijacked a car and went on a run. His vehicle was spotted Wednesday evening in the Truist Park area, 11 miles from the hospital. So this dude just got mad because he was at the doctor, took a gun, and shot people.
And this just happened today, right? So there's still a lot of information we don't know.
A lot of information we don't know. He is not your stereotypical gunman, at least from a mass murder standpoint.
Well, how many people?
You can't really say. He killed one, so that's not really a mass murder.
How many people did he shoot?
Let me see. I think it was 4.
Okay,
four people killing one.
So if you shoot 4 people, by the definition of the FBI, that is a mass shooting.
That is a mass shooting. Well, this guy doesn't fit the stereotype.
How so?
He's not Caucasian.
Most of them aren't.
No, that's not what the news tells us. That's
I know, but most of them
media
aren't.
Tells us.
Because the FBI changed the statistic or the stats to 4 or more, it really changed the way the mass shooting profile went. It used to be typically white guys. Like, I love the old joke. I say I love it.
Well, I would say most serial killers are.
Yes, most serial killers are,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But we're also 60%, 67% of the population. They're around 63%.
You'd never know from commercials, though, would you? You'd never know from television commercials.
It's funny you say that. Wes sent me a link.
Shout out to Wes.
Yeah, shout out to
Boba
Wes.
Fett.
He's still alive.
Yeah, even though
He came back.
Apparently, we
from
realized
dead.
Fortenberry had indicated that he may have moved on to greener pastures. Literally.
But he sent me a clip, and I've seen it before, but it was really interesting. And it was a poll on how many people, or what the percentage of Americans think the percent of Black Americans are, or Asian Americans, and the average American thinks there's 41% of our country is African American.
That how many percent?
41%.
And what is it really? More like 15?
12 or 13 is right around there. And they think 37% of our country is Hispanic.
And it's what?
17.
So Hispanic is the number one minority.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Is the highest minority.
But when you
probably
start,
more than that if we do.
When you start doing the math, what do they think white people are? Because when you do 41% and 39%, they think we're the minority.
We are the majority of the minority.
Apparently so.
Wah,
But-
wah, wah, wah.
But I mean, it's real interesting to what people, the population actually think our demographic is of our country, and it's because, like you said, commercials on TV, movies. I mean, it's
News.
they don't portray what our country actually is.
Joe Biden has sent 1,500 active duty troops to the southern border. Is he declaring war on Mexico? Is that what's going on? Or what's going on there, Fortenberry? Do you know? Marty Marr, have you heard
Yeah, I
why
haven't heard
he
anything
sent
about it.
all these troops to the border?
I don't know why.
I heard his son had a delivery they was trying to pick up. So,
Well, they expect a huge influx of migrants. I'm not sure it can be any huger. I know I made that word up, all you grammar folks.
Hey, they may need more than that if they messing with the cartel.
the 1,500 is not very many.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
That the troops will fill gaps in transportation, warehouse support, narcotics detection, data entry, and other areas. So they're basically there to help people transition across.
But we don't have a problem. So what do we need troops for?
Because we will have a problem because they lifted the COVID era. What is it? Prop 42. I think I may be like totally wrong with that, but whatever. They lifted. No, it was Title 42. Boy, I hit that one. Boy, look at that bullseye on that from a way out. But Prop 42, Title 42 is coming to an end, and they expect that there's a huge influx of individuals across the border because now they get in more easily.
Oh shit! How much? What are they doing? Hold their hand and walk them across?
Well, that's probably what the troops are.
Yeah, at this point, any easier they're going this way.
All right, this weekend I'm working on this. We need a TV up in here.
It will let me say this.
Yeah.
So I imagine now at this point it will look like when they people raided the Capitol. They're going to be showing them which doors to take. And
Have you got? I want to play this on air, and I can't. I don't have the ability to do that right now, nor do I have the ability to play it for you guys. But have you seen the comparison between the two commercials? The commercial for Russia's recruitment of troops versus the U.S. recruitment of troops. I want you to go look it up. I'll put a link. We'll put a link in the comments so y'all can see it. But you got to see this. Basically, the Russian version, you can call it propaganda, whatever you want. So it's a strong man. He's getting out of bed to support his country. It's all about Russian nationalism. Why they're strong, while they're going to defeat. And I can't make up this next part any more wild than I'm about to explain it. The American version starts out that it's a cartoon, first of all. A real lovely looking
like
cartoon.
Pikachu?
Yeah, I wish. But no, it's a cartoon. You hear this voice says, "My name is such and such." I don't remember the name, but my two mothers adopted me. They taught me this, and other. And anyway, in the end, it ends up then panning over to this young girl that joined the military, and that she's leading our troops in the battle against this Russian guy that will kill you if you looked at him funny.
Yep. Well, we're a long way from the Greatest Generation. I could imagine.
I don't even know what to say about that.
And we still have badass troops, and I don't need no
we do.
6 showing up at my house because I'm about to say this.
Because you insulted them.
But could you imagine our current military, if we had to do a draft, could you imagine that invading Normandy?
Yeah, well, so there's supposedly the Ukraine has made a major offensive on the Kremlin. The Kremlin is stating that an assassination attempt was made overnight. I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not. I haven't really heard it blasted throughout, but they made an attack on the Kremlin, on the area where Vladimir Putin was sleeping. They did a drone attack and sent missiles, I believe it was, or did something. They sent it in to attempt to kill the president of Russia.
Look.
They're posturing for a nuclear attack.
All I'm going to say is I know a country that is world renowned for their drone strikes. Could they have been involved?
Well, I'm sure it was our drone. I would be very surprised if it's not.
Our current president was the vice president of the greatest drone user of all time.
But he also could have easily I can't even get the words out. Plausible deniability, because he probably can't remember he did it.
He don't even know if it's his or ours.
He don't know if he
or
did it
somebody
or not.
else's.
Everything he does is plausible deniability.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, who shit my pants?
Kind of like his press secretary was asked why he doesn't recognize his 7th grandchild from the great state of Arkansas.
Well, in fairness, he probably don't recognize his son either.
You got a good point.
Yeah.
I bet he'd know the smell. Maybe that's why he smells people.
That's it.
See, like a dog, he just remembers people by their odor rather
He
than
smells
what
their
they look
rear
like.
end and say, oh, there's my kid.
Oh, is that my son?
Jamie, I could see you doing that. Jamie goes around smelling rear ends. But I could see that. Is this my son? Is this my grandchild? I don't know.
God. How did we get to this point where this is I mean, was this the best the Democrat had to offer? And he won, apparently.
Yes.
Yes. 81 million votes.
The most votes ever for a president of the United States.
Destroyed Trump. Obama's record. Destroyed him.
But so did the loser.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but we're not going down that. We're barely on YouTube yet, so they'll kick us out if we were to suggest such. But you're such a Trumper.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I think he's going to look. Just so y'all know, Fortenberry's about ready to break out the RFK Jr. shirt.
I am RFK baby Jr.
Yeah, he's going to say the first one had a rather terrible demise, but this one hopefully.
Well, I mean, his 2 uncles didn't do too well either.
No.
One of them, another one got killed. The other one killed somebody.
That was never proven, or was it proven?
Yeah, it was proven. He's drunk and ran off in a lake. If I remember.
You were there.
I was there.
So
He witnessed it.
Here's another story. California Task Force recommends reparations curriculum for children. Now, why do you think they're doing that? I got my theory on this. So they think that there should now be a curriculum in school to teach kids about reparations and why they're needed.
Okay, you remember what I said that day about Will and Grace? And I'm not bashing gays by no means, but when you normalize something, you teach something that becomes acceptable. And so you teach the kids that reparations is a good thing. By the time these kids become voting adults, there you go.
That's it. I agree.
Oh, is that your belief?
That was my belief. Yeah, it's about normalizing it. You start teaching the kids by the time they then are getting older.
I think you could call that indoctrination.
I think you're right. New England Journal of Medicine, and I'm going to bring up the article because I didn't save it, but it is recommending that medical students are separated by race.
Like to learn or dorms or?
Yep.
Do they have a reason?
Well, they say that they learn differently. New England Journal of Medicine promotes medical students should be broken into groups segregated by race for medical education.
I would almost say that I could agree with this.
There were 7 academics that contributed to this.
I would say I agree with this if you separate them by gender, because I believe boys and girls do learn different.
I don't know, but speaking of gender, did you hear about the female? I'm really rolling from one to another. It didn't even give you all my list of articles.
I can't even keep up.
Yeah.
It takes me a minute to think about that.
Marty's over there. Marty said they try to kill
Marty's
Putin.
thought about this because he brought it up to me. In a poker tournament in Florida.
I love it.
It's a women's poker tournament, but the casino is not allowed to discriminate against men. A man got into the tournament. And
In-
it turned
in Florida.
out, in Florida, and it turned out that he got into the tournament. One of the probably better female poker players. Her husband put a bounty on him. For you, the guys that don't know, a bounty in something like poker is meaning if you knock that person out, you're going to get this money. Well, they knocked him out the first time, and he said he wasn't going to buy back in, but one of his buddies actually bought his way back in, and the bounty grew to $2,000. Well, he ended up winning the tournament, and he was named the women's champion. But, I mean, he brings up a valid point. He really wasn't trying to make a point. He wasn't when he joined it. He was just actually wanting to play some poker. But something like poker is an environment where men and women, something where it's more about your wits and about playing a game.
Yeah, should not be separated by gender.
There's not an advantage to a poker player between poker players, but it's not like a physical
I disagree,
advantage.
Though women are better liars.
Well, maybe, but so they're better. So it's a disadvantage for the man to be in the female poker tournament. But he ends up winning, so that's the reason it makes news. But yeah,
look, we're better at everything. Apparently, I mean, we're Woman of the Year. We're stronger than they are. We're winning all the women's strong contests.
Maybe if we were all to come out as or start dressing as women on the podcast, we'd get more views.
I guarantee you we would. What we have decided is I can't beat nobody in WNBA. We've decided that.
Did you? Okay. Speaking of which, this leads into another story. Did you guys see? You did. Did you guys see? I think it was a city councilman who identified as.
We talked about it last
as an African American.
No, Indian.
No.
Yes, Indian.
No, we didn't talk about that last time.
Okay, but it's still Indian.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it that I remember.
Okay, maybe I talked about it.
Here it is.
Myself.
An Indiana councilman identifies as lesbian woman of color. And he says he's a lesbian because he loves his wife. And he's a Republican. A Republican councilman in Indiana has sparked outrage from the political left after saying he identifies as a lesbian woman of color. He's a married father of 5. Then this morning when I watched it, I can't remember where at, but it's before I left work, and they had these people, you could tell which way they leaned, that they were basically protesting, demanding that he's removed for declaring he's a woman.
Look, you know what we call
all
this?
The things.
You know what we call this?
Transphobe.
Nope, the Uno reverse.
The what?
Uno reverse.
Uno
he threw that reverse card down on him.
He did. Yes. And, in this world.
I've said I'm a lesbian for years.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, just not of color. You didn't claim you were color. You said you liked lesbians.
Look,
of color,
I can't remember who made the joke, but we said colored, and white people are the colored people. We turn pink, we turn red, we turn green when we're sick, blue when we're being choked out. I mean,
so student activists demanded his resignation at the meeting.
Student activists? I ain't working on kids.
There was also some adult activists.
I ain't working on adults.
Webb was allowed to speak in defense, saying, to clarify, I never claimed to be trans anything. I simply expressed my own gender identity. And he says, I'm being dead serious. This isn't a joke. I said what I said. I don't know what to tell you. You don't get to question me. You don't get to require proof from me. You were part of the movement that helped establish these rules and set the bar. Okay, you don't get to come later when someone else joins that club that you don't want in. You don't get to question how I identify.
Love it.
Damn. I hadn't heard that part. That's a mic drop moment.
No, I believe the even better part was he said, this is part of my journey to find out who I am.
Look.
So, you know what? I don't know if he's bullshitting or not, but what I do know is Uno reverse.
It's just another example of the intolerant left and their ideology of contradictions. Transgenderism, boo, boy, I butchered that one. Anyway, but still, I mean, how do you get to tell somebody they're not? But you can't question them, but they'll question you.
Yes. So, like, I have the issue with the whole cis thing. I don't want to be called cis.
And there's no such damn thing, right?
But yet, I can't tell you what I don't want to be called, but I have to kowtow to what you want to be called. That's the hypocrisy.
Tell you what I struggle with is kowtow. Is it kowtow? Is it kowtow?
Kowtow. K-O-W-T-O-W. Kowtow.
I thought it was C-O-W-T-O-W.
Okay.
That's why I was jacked up. I couldn't. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, this dude pulled it off.
Spelled it wrong.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
This has to have people literally blowing their minds. They don't know how to handle something like this.
Well, never mind. That's going to make a bad joke.
Hey, this week's episode, guys, we do got a sponsor. It's Life from the Patio. LFTB, the bourbon barrel. Go check us out on YouTube where we've tasted quite a few bourbons. Some of them are good, some of them not so good. But check us out. Those are not part of our normal podcast release, but it is part of our YouTube channel. So go find us on YouTube at Life from the Patio.
Yep. If you like bourbon, look, we're so bad we're having to sponsor ourselves. But
hey, at least
we love bourbon.
Well, we found a sponsor.
Yeah, check us out on TikTok. We
didn't have to ask them.
Yeah, look, they volunteered.
We'll
to
sue
sponsor us.
ourselves.
We'll sue ourselves. Yeah, yeah. But we're just released on Wednesday, which would be yesterday, or earlier today, was our tasting of Stag. We were able to come across some Stag for all you bourbon lovers out there. Stag.
Yeah, those that don't know, we have been sampling bourbon. We've got probably 10 videos out.
Probably more like 5. Heck, I don't even know.
Oh, feels like we got more than that.
Seems like it.
Maybe we do.
We drank a lot of bourbon though. So
we drank a lot of bourbon.
We have put in the work for y'all.
Yeah, we have. Hope you like it. But yes, check out our bourbon tasting if you're a bourbon guy. What else going on in the news today, folks? Let's see.
I thought what else I sent you today?
Well, we got Tucker Carlson. Oh, that's it. That was the big story we were talking about. So Tucker Carlson, there was some leaked video of Tucker. Let me take a drink here because something's going on my tongue. I'm not quite processing words correctly.
He had to wet his goozle.
That's the correct word. So Tucker Carlson, was kicked out at Fox News. Tucker Carlson, then on yesterday or overnight, there were some leaked documents or some leaked videos where Tucker Carlson was saying some not so favorable things about his audience, referring to them as postmenopausal, or even talking poorly of Fox Nation, the online version of Fox. But there's our friends over at Timcast.
They don't know we're friends yet, but
no, they're our friends. We're just not their friends. Yeah, it's kind of like sometimes.
Yeah, that's my
people,
friend.
Hey,
I know
are y'all
him.
dating? Well, I'm dating her, but she's not really dating.
I'm pretty sure
me.
it sounds stalkish, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know him. He don't know me.
Yeah, but our friends over at Timcast made a valid point. If you watch the video, and I watched the videos, these things may not be real. Now, he hasn't come out and said that, but there are some flags there. There looks like they're choppy. The sound's choppy. The video. Are
you
choppy.
insinuating this is deep fake?
I think there's a possibility that they're right. Now, I haven't heard anyone else say that, but I think there's some possibility.
But does this not give everybody that ever says something bad a out?
It will in the not so distant future.
By not distant, which is probably within the next 6 months to a year, you will be able to, anything that is ever said, you'll be able to say that was a deep fake.
I don't deny that. Do not deny it. Yeah, I think there's a possibility.
Yeah,
I mean, the way this technology is advancing,
I'm waiting for Biden to come out and say, when I said if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, that was deep fake.
No, he just doesn't remember it. If he doesn't remember it, I'm not sure it's deep.
He'll say, I don't remember saying that.
I didn't say that.
We believe you. We believe you. But yet he remembers little black children rubbing his leg hairs down in the pool.
So this is something that probably Joe Biden will end up doing too. But cartels in Mexico are handing out fake Gucci bags and toys to earn Mexicans' loyalty.
Really?
That's what. That's what's.
I just heard my wife start driving to Mexico.
They're probably bringing them across the border and selling them in the United States.
That's who's selling them over at the flea market over at the fairgrounds.
Oh, that's why they shut 3rd Street down years ago.
Yeah, on 3rd Street.
Because the fake Gucci bag.
Yep.
Oh, they had all kinds of.
They're
fake
good
stuff.
fakes too, though. They're like hard to tell they're fake, and folks go out of their way
I
to
would
prove
never
that
know.
they're fake. Right? Exactly.
I
But people
would never
go
know.
out of their way to like figure out why Wanda got that Gucci bag that she can't afford, making $8 an hour. But look, sometimes Wanda just saves up.
I'd probably pay $100 for a Gucci bag. I would have no clue what the difference is.
You just
One
know you
starts
put
with a
something
C.
in it.
Yeah. What were some of those stories we were going to talk about tonight, Jamie?
Oh, Marty about made me spit Bismarck all over your.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, we've had an accident here recently, or I guess it's been a while. Terry,
Oh, that's a while ago. Smashed the computer.
you heard about that, did you?
Well, I spilt my drink in the computer. And I'm going to tell you, look,
You had to
things
buy
like
the
this happening.
computer.
Oh, but I can top that. So I spilt something in the computer and we let it sit. I probably should have disassembled at the time.
We was recording.
This was on a Thursday, I think, or Wednesday. Probably Thursday. We were doing some weird recording at the time. Then in the weekend, I win the first time I've ever won anything like this on Betley. I won a parlay for like $800, the exact cost of the computer. Now, how about that?
That's awesome.
How about that? That happens to me a lot.
You're very lucky.
It happens to me a lot.
Yeah, you're very lucky.
Yeah, it does.
Something else was about the writer's strike.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a writer strike going on right now, and that has led to some interesting, hiatus of shows.
For me, the first interesting thing for me was all of the comedy shows, the late night shows that had to cancel shows because they didn't have writers.
All of them.
Like I expected Stephen Colbert to still be funny without a writer, but apparently he can't do it.
Is he really funny anyway? I don't know.
He was hilarious on Jon Stewart
on the cartoon channel,
on the Daily Show. He was funny on Daily Show.
And then he become real left.
Well, I guess even when he had his own show on Comedy Central. Hey, apparently he was always left, but he had a spoof of a hardcore extreme right, which was hilarious.
So here are a list of shows that are going to be impacted.
Give it to me.
Writer's strike. Well, it said here are the list of shows, and now I can't find the damn list of shows.
SNL, I know, and I all these people are supposed to be comedians. How's SNL not functioning?
I guess they're all writers. Late night shows. Here we go.
But they're not paid as writers, are they? Maybe they are.
They probably are. Jimmy Kimmel Live, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and Late Night with Seth Meyers have already halted production.
All of them should be able to write their own material.
Now, Saturday Night Live has finished its season early, meaning that reruns will air in the remaining 3 slots. So it was practically done. They just said we're just going to be done. Soap operas will be the shows to be impacted more drastically.
Bill Maher.
Then there's some shows that might be delayed, such as House of Dragon. If you guys haven't seen House of Dragons on HBO, it's fantastic. If you like, Game of Thrones,
I expect dramas and comedies that aren't talk shows. I expect them to be impacted.
Yeah, but the one that I actually was surprised because I thought I'd heard where there were some news shows that were going to be impacted. And that's the one we should all worry about. That why does our news, if we're stating facts, need to be written?
Well, Fox has already said they're entertainment.
We're entertainment too.
Oh, we never claim to be news.
We're probably
if you're relying on us to deliver your news,
we're going to give you headlines. We're going to give you a little bro talk afterwards. Probably tell you a little bit more about bourbon. By the way, did I tell you we were brought to you by Life from the Patio Around the Barrel? Check us out on YouTube, where you can see us taste things such as Stag, such as what was the Little Rock Town, Pappy, Old Rip Van Winkle, all those things. We're going to bring it to you. We're going to tell our view. Look, we might not review it like the other guys you listen to, but we're going to talk to you like the guys you sat across from in the bar. We're going to talk to you like the guys that you hang out with on the golf course. Because guess what our theme is? You bought it, you drink it. Check out Life from the Patio. YouTube.com at Life from the Patio.
Oh, they smell good, dude.
Drink it how you like to drink it.
What else we need to talk about this evening, boys and girls?
All right, what are y'all doing for Cinco de Mayo?
This is Cinco de Mayo Eve. We have coined the phrase.
Nobody can take it.
I really don't have any plans.
I might eat some Mexican.
Yeah, I imagine I'll go to the Mexican joint.
When is it? Friday?
Yeah.
It's Friday.
I always love going to the Mexican joint. We've got to drop Sam off at the. Is Maddie going to the ball, the sneaker ball?
No, we don't care nothing about sneaker balls.
Okay, but we're gonna drop him off at that, and then I would guess we may have some Mexican as well.
No, Maddie's gonna be at our house cleaning her damn room up. We got guests coming over this week. We got guests coming this week to stay in her room, and her room is atrocious.
Nah, I don't believe it.
Not a
you should.
14-year-old.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I'm going to have to go in there with a bat, start killing animals or whatever's running around.
No, don't do that. Don't kill animals.
Well, I'm sure there'll be varmints.
T, we got plans Friday.
What's happening Friday?
We're going to get the
camper
and bourbon hunting.
Oh, y'all bourbon hunting?
Boys, I think this may be a short one, but I think
That's what she said.
I've hit everything I need to hit on this evening.
That's
If
what
I
I
don't
said.
have anything else, we'll play us out.
Play us out. Hey, we're finna smoke these good cigars in a little bit and catch you on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side. Parting words, Marty Marr.
Thank y'all for watching. We finna go out here and try this stag one more time.
Yeah.
Bubba Fat Fortenberry.
All right, y'all be good on Cinco de Mayo. Well, I'm gonna raise hell, but y'all be good.
Hey, go find us, go like us, watch what we do, listen to what we do. Tell us you love us, tell us you hate us. Just tell us something, people. Tell us, people. We don't like folks that's silent.
Cause somebody done took from an outlaw. Take my picture down from the courthouse wall. I'm living in the clouds and I ain't gon' fall. Somebody done saved this
Outlaw.